What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to play some more Gruul, because as it turns out, I guess there's like 12 different ways you can play Gruul this season. This time, we're going to be ramping into big things and trying to play a few cards, but there is a card from Thunder Junction that hasn't made an appearance on the channel yet, and it's Spinewood's Armadillo. This card's actually pretty good if you're going to be playing the ramp strategy for a few reasons. That, one, it can help you find mana and give you something to do on turn 2, which is super great. But it also lets you gain 3 life, which can buy you the time that you need when you're trying to survive some of these aggro matchups or whatever. And then late in the game, it's a 7/7 that happens to also have reach and ward, so it's hard to get rid of, and it can block flyers. Just a huge body. So we like that for a ton of reasons. But the rest of the deck we're going to be playing, we're going to start with Smuggler Surprise. This is really good for a lot of reasons. We played it in, I believe, 3 different Gruul decks already this season. And honestly, just sneaking something into play when they're this big, always going to be a good thing. Glimpse the Core. This can only go get Forest, but should be fine. I mean, this card's actually just really good all around for us. And getting that extra mana is great, because we do have things we want to be doing on turn 4+. Brotherhood's in, obviously. There's a lot of mono red, there's a lot of tokens, whatever. You want to be able to get rid of all the stuff and get to those later turns. Big Score. Now, this is one of the key cards in the deck, because if you get off a Big Score, you get to go from 4 mana to 6 mana, possibly 7 if you draw a land as well, and that sets up pretty much everything in the deck. So this is big, and it gets you 2 extra cards. We also have Burn Down the House, so if Shieldrids and things show up, we do have a way to get rid of those. Or if the opponent just gets out in front of you just a little bit, not bad. And in a pinch, you just turn this into actual bodies and start fighting. Of course, we're going to be playing Terror of the Peaks because all of our creatures are going to be gigantic, so bonus damage is good, especially with Smuggler Surprise. Get Railway Brawler, which is pretty sweet. If you get it off the top is nice from a surprise, but realistically, even playing it with Plot is good, because then everything else you're playing is coming down as like a 10 or a 14 power, which is huge. However, we do have Calamity. We played this in a deck, I had a good time with it, and since we're playing all the big things that are going to be spectacular with this card, figure might as well do it. Additionally, some Trumpeting Carnosaur. Now, Carnosaur can't get a ton of our creatures into play because they have to be 5 or less, but it can get you a Railway Brawler, it can get you a Terror of the Peaks, or even some extra creatures from a Burn Down the House. But most importantly, it does deal 3, which helps you deal with those silly flying one-shot birds that Red's playing right now. So we're going to play some of these. Of course, we talked about the Armadillo. And the other big card we get to hit here is Titan of Industry. Now, if you can get this off of a Smuggler Surprise, like, this is super good. Getting you a couple of bodies, getting you some life, and whatever other card you get. This can very much turn around a game by itself, even if you just have to hard cast it. But yeah, if you like this type of stuff, don't forget to hit the like button. That helps out so much with these videos. And at the end of the video, if you'd like to download it for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description with some blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link. You can check that out and download it for yourself. For now, though, let's go see if this version of Gruul is as good as the other ones. This is a hand I would classify as not great, but we're going to keep it anyway because it's 3 land and a Brotherhood's in. Not sure if it's going to be any good. Might be too slow on the draw here, trying to take down some skeletons. If this is a skeleton deck, this might just be like mono black Cryman, but we'll see. They didn't play anything. Usually means they're sitting on removal. Though, unfortunately, a Railway Brawler's not going to do too much here. Unless we can get to the late stages. Looks like a good spot to use a Brotherhood's in. So not too upset at that. That showed up right on time. So that's good. Now, they can make us discard a card or something here and then get back their Deuter. Which, yeah, I assume something like this was going to happen. My guess is here they probably take Smuggler Surprise, knowing that we have the Big Score and there's not a lot they're going to do about it. And they have to be holding some type of removal, so the Railway Brawlers aren't that scary. Oh, okay, they went the other way. They're saying, okay, they're going to force me to get to 5 mana the hard way. You know what? I can respect that. So, here's the thing here. I think we play this. I want to set up a Railway Brawler. I'm not going to have 6 mana anyway the next turn. So then we try to play a land. I mean, they might already have another bat or something too. So it may not even matter. But if we don't get the lands we want, then we can protect a Railway Brawler with Smuggler Surprise, because it has the mode that lets you protect creatures power 5 or greater. This, however, is a real good get. We're at 13, and that is a nice pickup. Wow. Okay, I think we just pass? I say that very cautiously, but we can kill a bat, go to 11. Then we have access to the big score. And then we can see if we can do some fun stuff with Smuggler Surprise. Trying to dodge whatever removal we can dodge. We'll see what happens. We aren't at a ton of life. I was going to say, if Shieldred or something showed up, that would be a problem. They get another bat? Oh, a Yawgmoth. Man, I really wanted to use this. I think we have to go ahead and fire off this Brotherhood's in. I mean, I guess the other option, but I'd have to discard probably Railway Brawler. It's just not worth it. Okay. Let's see what they drew. Question is, do we just go for this and force them to play a removal? Alright. I'm just gonna pass, I think. I almost feel like I'm playing too cautiously, especially since they know my whole hand at this point. But the backup plan could have been play Brawler, try to protect the Brawler. You know, but the opponent's hand looks like it might be all removal at this point. Alright, we're just going to pass, I guess. I mean, I assume that's what their thing is, because now that we have Smuggler Surprise, they obviously aren't going to want us going crazy here. But if they have 2 removal, I mean, still going to do what it's supposed to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Get rid of this burn down the house. Okay, that gives us some options. So, let's discard the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Because next turn, minimum, we could go Brawler, Brawler, Terror, and kill some things. Even though getting 2 cards is nice off of this. I'm not going to lie.
Don't overthink things.
But let's just get rid of that. Take our turn. Find an extra land. That doesn't really do much, because 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That does do everything, though. 2, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, alright. So, do we Railway Brawler here or not? Because we know they're going to have a removal card, right? Alright, let's do it. I mean, obviously they have... Wait, they didn't? After all this time? No. You're kidding. What's in their hand? Like, for real, for real. Like, I don't... Are they trying to, like, one-shot combo us with the 2-4 guy and make us lose half our life or something? Sure. Oh, maybe they have 2 of those. That could be real. Alright. And then play another one? Alright, so here's what we're going to do then. But they still haven't used their Liliana yet. So if we do this, we're going to lose this card. This is a tough sequence because we could just kill Liliana as part of these coming onto the battlefield. I think that's what we do here. Alright, let's just do everything. And just go for it. Oh, we get another Terror, though. Dang it. You know. It's too much fun to not double Terror, even though I want to double... Oh, wait. Double Terror kills the opponent. Because they're going to come in as 10s, right? Yeah. Got him. All right. That was a crazy sequence. Like, we really did almost nothing that game other than sweep their board twice with Brotherhoods in, and then just finished them with Railway Brawler and Terror of the Peaks. The other option would have been to Railway Brawler with a Terror, which means Terror would gain enter the battlefield with X counters over X as its power. So I think it would have only come in as a 5, a 10. I don't think it comes in as a 20, but either way, we wouldn't have been able to finish the opponent. Would have had to kill Liliana, then try to attack them next turn. But that worked out anyway. We'll keep it. This at least looks promising. Yeah, and that last one, I kind of wouldn't have minded getting a burn down the house somewhere along the way either. Because even those just dying gives you another way to deal with, like, Liliana and stuff. Not a bad start, though. We got a big score, so we have some options. Goro, what? I'm a fan, not gonna lie. Don't see too many people playing Goro these days. Alright, what is Goro trying to do to us is the other thing. They're gonna invasion. Alright. Only downside here is if they do find a way to flip this turn, I will end up having to, unfortunately, use Terror to kill creatures, but that's worth it. Rage it? Yep. Alright, so we know what we're up against now. Opponent's just going all in on some type of dragon shtick, so that's fine. We can kill that without a major concern. We're going to do this. I could save up the burn down the house, but it's just easier since we already have the 2 creatures in hand. No need to get too crazy here. We have a backup big score, which actually works out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we can use 6. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. We got Calamity. There's Calamity, Terror. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That seems way more fun. Let's go Terror, Calamity. Boom. We're going to deal 4 to this knucklehead. Then we're going to put this dragon on the back of Calamity, because Calamity is apparently a really big horse. Deal all this damage to the opponents, and then finish them off. All right. That was effectively a turn 4 win, right? Turn 2 played the Glimpse the Core. So we had a land in play. Turn 3, during their end step, we played Big Score. Turn 4, we played Surprise. Had Calamity. Just put Calamity and Terror into play and won. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Can't even be mad about that. Okay, we're going to go first with this, and this looks fine. This is kind of what we want from the Armadillo here. Get us a life, get us the mana, allow us to kind of keep cooking a little bit. Hopefully hit like a burn down the house on time, get rid of things, then be able to stick some other big creature along the way. Kind of a simple plan. Oh yeah, I was thinking, like, how many of y'all, like, know about this water park called Apocalypso or something they're building in Lake Lanier? I don't know how many of y'all have heard about that, but Lake Lanier, I'll just say, if you don't know what it is, go look it up. And then you'll be wondering why they're building a water park there, because it's crazy. I bet you anybody who knows, especially black folks, ain't going to be going to Lake Lanier. I'll tell you that right now. We'll take this. All right. That's not terrible. We can at least use a Trumpeting Carnosaur. All right. Opponent's just playing some type of mono-white control. That might be the case. We might just have to go ahead and just burn down the house for sport here. I mean, we kind of just hit all of our mana straight up, so I think that's what we're going to do. This way, if they have a Wandering Emperor, whatever. Like, you do what you're going to do. Yep, sure.
Now you've done it. Hats come
I mean, they can make a 2/2 and block, but then we just kill the Wandering Emperor and leave them with the 2/2, which is fine. Yeah. All right, sure.
You are not much of a roadblock.
So we assessed it correctly. So now I think our plan should just be some combinations of Smuggler's Surprise here. I might still go with Trumpet and Carnosaur, just to force them to use a sweeper or something along the way. Though I say that, depending on how this plays out, we could use a Carnosaur just to kill the Wandering Emperor, which is also more than fair. Yeah, they're trying to check out her and go like, what are you doing? You haven't done anything. And it probably looks like some type of weird Grrul control pile at this point, if the opponent doesn't know. Alright, they're going to Sunfall. Seems fair, I guess. Alright, we found our Smuggler's Surprise. So now it's how do we want to play this? I think we just pass. The only way this is bad, as if they have the instant speed sweeper showdown thing. Now they can still have instant speed removal, but at least we still get to interact. And then the decision to be made is, do we want Terror plus Carnosaur and hope to hit something? Do we want Terror and Titan? Because that's 11 damage straight up. Actually, it's probably Terror and Titan. But we'll see. I mean, they might also be thinking we have some burn or something or whatever, so this is an interesting scenario. But against the control decks, you kind of just have to take your time. Alright, so they almost roped. Played that guy. Alright. Shields are going to effectively be down here. They're making a deuter. Alright, so the question is, can we kill them with damage? I think we can. I think we just go 6. Put in these two. And we're going to make the 4/4 here. Dealing 7 to them. Make the 4/4, destroy an artifact or enchantment, I guess. I guess I could put a shield on my dragon. That might be smarter. Deal 4 to the opponents. So there it's 9. We're going to go ahead and fire this off. So we deal 7. Just put that in hand. We'll have that for later. And then we attack with all that at the opponent. And the trampling damage should get there. So yeah, another game against control where we really didn't do much. I mean, we made some 1/1s. We got a land and then just dropped your biggies into play. That's kind of all this was. Yeah, none of these blocks are good, opponent. Yep, that'll work. Now, I will say, had the opponent not tapped down, you probably would have had to been worried about, you know, any of the get lost, fateful absence, stuff like that. So I probably would have just taken my time, killed the Wandering Emperor. On my turn, maybe play Titan, make a 4/4, get rid of the token. Would have just taken my time, build up my mana, and then try to go bigger on the Smuggler Surprise later. But didn't have to do it. We kind of got what we wanted there. Okay, we have all the ramp cards here. I think we go ahead and glimpse the core first, because it just puts land into play. And then we'll go ahead and work our way toward searching for one of those other mountains so we can have access to Brotherhoods in. Okay. We're just going to do our thing for a little bit here. I think I want to cut a mountain to play one more forest, too, to make sure we always have access to them. Because right now, I think I only have 4 forests. I need to swap those numbers a little bit. Because I don't need 4 mountains. Yep, you got it, opponent. I mean, you take a Brotherhood's in and try to get the other one, right? Nope. Seems reasonable. Go ahead and play this. I mean, I could use this now, but I don't think we really need to. I mean, we take a point, we gain 3, it's fine. I mean, I guess here's the other thing in a sequencing thing. I probably should have done it since I have 2 Brotherhoods in, because if they were to have had something like a Rafine this turn, then Rafine would survive because I wouldn't be able to kill them or kill the Rafine as easily. And if Rafine even got 1 counter, like that would be bad. I'm gonna go ahead and use both of these. No reason not to. Unless I just wanted to cast a big armadillo. But obviously, we're looking for other cards. Okay, so following my advice from last time, I think I'm going to go ahead and cast one of these. Actually, you know what? There's probably one of the things that makes us pay 3 more for it. Actually, let's go ahead. Because if this gets stopped, fine. Like, we don't care that much if they want to fight over this. Yeah, that's fine. I assume that's what was there. But realistically, big score is worth more to us. Oh, unfortunately, they get our other Brotherhoods in. And they know we have the big score now. Alright, well, that was a well-timed bad opponent. That is super unfortunate for us. Well, they can't really... Alright. They can't counter this at the moment, so we might as well do it. Unless you're just playing, like, Make Disappear. And if they are, you know? Okay, so an interesting thing happens here. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can get 1 more, we could Terror for a pile. Potentially. Or, we could just play Terror and protect it, which is also viable. We would end up discarding 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes 5 treasure. Trying to figure out how I want to treat this. If I do that and Smuggler Surprise, we lose our mana, and I have to discard something to this, so that's not great. Alright, I think we have to try for a big surprise and hope they just don't have a counter. I mean, the opponent drew really well for the hand that we had, so we're kind of just up against it, unfortunately. Like, one of those ones you just say, you don't love it. Like, we know what's going on, but you kind of just got to deal with it. And our only real play is to discard Terror of the Peaks. So, like, if they have a counter, so be it. Looks like it's another No More Lies, though. Oh, that is not what we wanted to see. A tap land does not help us. 2, 4, 5, 6, that's 9, 10. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I guess we get 1 more shot at it. So we can try for 8. No, we won't, because we have to discard a card. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd have to draw an untapped land. That's tough. Alright, I mean, I'm going to do it knowing they have a counter, but... You just bad spot. Do what you got to do, you know? Okay, they didn't have it. We did get 2 quality creatures here. Alright, that's better than I was expecting to come out of this. You know? Sure. Why not? Puts 2 fresh cards in hand, so I have something to discard to Aclazotz here. Okay, that taps them out. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we can find an untapped land... Oh no, we'll have a treasure anyway from Big Score. And it's a Titan. Oh, that's big. Okay, alright. We're still cooking. We ain't dead yet. Yeah, I was going to say, opponent, bring it. I mean, we're almost dead. So you got to do this for sure. All right. Those bats are going to be the death of us, though, unfortunately. But we do get to gain 5 life. So that's a thing. Oh, that's big, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, we could Brotherhood's End. Gets rid of everything except for Aclazotz, but then we could also Brotherhood's End again. Okay, so let's attack here. And then we still have access to Smuggler's Surprise Titan. Alright, I don't hate that. Not how I thought this game was going to get here. Whoa, Arena, don't tap so many red lands, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. Like, we're going to be trying to... I mean, this time I get it, because it's looking at all the green cards in our hand, or green mana symbols, but... that doesn't stop red damage, opponent. However, if you'd like to take 2 damage to find out, I'd appreciate it. And they did. Fantastic. Thank you. Then we will go ahead and cast this other Brotherhood's End. Alright, now there's a chance they might try to flip Aclazotz. Oh, they can't yet, because we have too many cards in hand. Alright, what's going down now? Virtual Loyalty. So we get another instance of shields down, and we have a Titan. Okay, we got to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we just go 8. Oh, I was about to say, we almost missed. But we get another Ridgeline, which is good. Put these 2 Knuckleheads into play. Get a 4/4. Destroy that artifact / enchantment. Alright, we're back to cooking, y'all. Woo! Oh, we did it. Wow, I didn't think we were going to get there. Opponent's start was sick. Oh, that took a lot of work, but it worked out. I mean, sometimes you get lucky. Alright, this is a keeper. We have to be a little careful. Because the hand doesn't do a lot, but it at least functions. Well, I'm going to be glad I have these Brotherhood's Ends, I'm sure. Really wish we were on the play, though. Would make us feel a lot better. Okay. Oh, the opponent kept a 1-lander. Well, I would feel bad for you, but you're playing mono red. And they can still do a lot of damage just drawing a second land. Let's be honest. Okay, so here's an interesting thing, right? Because we know they can do a ton of damage. Do I set up... I think I just set up a Brawler here. And just say, if you kill us, you kill us. This is my fault. I could have just played a Terror of the Peak, stuck it in the way, try to fight some things, which probably... Well, I can't actually. It'd have been a mana short. So that's probably still the best play. Other than trying to big score and hit a Smuggler's Surprise. Alright, there's our second land. So how bad is it? Flick Shot, Show Off. Sounds good. I know what we're killing then. We're going... Brotherhood's End? Into Brawler. And since Brawler has reach, we're not worried too much about another show off. I was say, if you want to attack with rage or whatever, I'm into it. Like, you were going to catch me arguing. Alright. Big 10 power boy. Pass the turn. And we also now have 2 blockers. for the slick shot, which is important because there's things that give it menace or whatever. This is interesting. I think we still would have been okay if they had a faster draw because we already had Brotherhoods in. But, yeah, this is going to finish everything up here. Now we're just playing with our food. Deal 7 to this. We'll gain 5 life, so that's not a concern. And we'll make this dude. Yeah, alright. That's all we needed. I mean, I guess we could keep this. It mostly does what we need it to do, right? I mean, we could search for a land. We can kill something with a Carnosaur, maybe. I mean, we'll have access to 5 lands already, so I don't know. Or 4 lands. We won't have 5 yet. Intriguing. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. I think we'll just search. We'll gain some life. Not sure how big burn down the house is going to be. If we can even get to it fast enough. I think here if they play the 2/2 that gets bigger whenever you gain life, I'll probably end up having just play whatever land I get from this to kill it before it gets out of hand. Alright, well that didn't happen. So that's better. Still kind of puts us in a situation, though, where I think we are still going to have to play this untapped for... Oh, well, maybe not. I mean, we still are going to play this untapped, but makes this hurt a lot less, I think. Now we have a little bit of time. I feel like they were trying to set up the 2/2. Like, get that down, get as much life as possible. Oh, it's an Adeline. Oh boy, did not see that. So this is just aggro. This is not a life gain deck at all. Ugh. Okay, this is going to suck a little bit. We need to find an untapped land, an untapped land, an untapped land. That comes in, and we're just going to... Oh, we can't, actually. Well, we can... This isn't an activated ability, is it? I guess technically it is. Okay, they called Terror of the Peaks, which is fine enough, I guess. I don't know if that means they don't have an answer for it or what, but we're going to find out pretty quick. Ooh, we didn't find the land we needed. Alright, well, we're going to hope we get to cast this burn down the house, because if not, this is going to be a whole lot of pain. Rest in peace. I mean, I guess that makes sense against some decks. Oh, this actually does matter against us because if a card or token we put in the grave from anywhere, so we can't use the mill portion of... Okay, well, that's fine, but we're going to do this. We can't mill if we get Smuggler Surprise because those cards, we wouldn't get them. So we have to have things in hand or we can't get the job done. So that's interesting. Can we get away with just Terror? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm thinking the only real answer they probably have is Brutal Cathar. And if so, we take 4. Oh, no, they had Notification. Well, that's a whole different problem. Alright, well, we take 5 then, I guess. That's unfortunate. That didn't work out at all, did it? And it left whatever it is on top. So that's super, super sad. Alright, let's deal 3 to everything. Let's go ahead and get us a land. I mean, you know what? If we find a Titan, we can cast Titan, get back a... Okay, it didn't matter anyway. I was saying we could get back a creature here, get rid of the ossification, make the 4/4, do our thing. But ultimately, none of it really mattered. So yeah, weathered the storm and came out the other side okay. Okay, yeah, this is a keeper. This is just going to be build some mana, maybe kill something, hopefully get something cool off of the surprise. Hopefully dodge Deep Cavern Bats. Oh, if this is discard, this could be a little bit of a problem for us. Especially with you. We'd like to find you later. We don't want you right now. Alright, just pass. No Liliana, please. Because this only hits creatures. But it does hit that, which happens to be a creature. Alright. Ooh, Railway Brawler. Yeah, we'll put you aside. Would let you return something? Oh, you get to return that and make us discard. That's cute. Yeah. Fair. Oh, man. Alright, sadly, I think we just got to do this. Make them spin some removal or something. We didn't find our ramp spells or a land. Yep, there's Liliana. I mean, good news, we can take out both of them with this next turn, so that's fine. Kind of a cute little combo, though, using that with the Nightmare. And if you have other creatures that come into play and make your opponent discard, it's like, alright. Kind of got some good little stuff going on there.
I'll be back with friends.
I'm assuming there's more discard spells on the way, though. Speaking of, there's one.
Enough with the mysteries. I'm tired of your secrets.
I mean, I'm assuming they're holding a bunch of spot removal or, like, Shieldreds they can't cast. Oh, well, that's really bad for us. Alright. Sadly, they get to minus, kill our terror. I mean, this still could benefit us in the long run if we can get to 8 mana and get another Smuggler Surprise. So, not in a painful situation yet. But we're very, very close to one. Alright. Try to go after Liliana. Obviously, they're blocking. Might as well play the land, because we need every bit of it. Alright, we take 2 damage. They have another companion.
Don't overthink things.
I mean, the good news is they are also costing themselves cards here that could potentially deal with our stuff. Alright, that's something. And this doesn't deal with our land, fortunately. So we would need instant speed removal. Though they could also just have Shieldred. Oh, Paragon. That's also bad. Oh, but they could just play Liliana. Either way, we're in bad shape, right? So we play this, at least they have to minus Liliana instead of plus her. And it forces their hand for what to play out of the graveyard, at least. Yeah, we already know what's coming.
Something suspicious.
Man, we had such a slow start. That not getting that land for mana 5 is really what's hurting us this game. But we don't have much choice. Alright, get rid of this.
This isn't how things were supposed
Alright.
to go.
I mean, whew. We're gonna need like a Brotherhood's in. We're gonna need so much stuff to not die here. I mean, I guess we get lucky and draw a Smuggler Surprise, but we have several of our big cards in the yard already. Yep, that's not gonna do it, unfortunately. Alright. Think they got us. We finally hit a loss. It was only a matter of time, though. Yeah, they got us. They know they got us. Alright, GG's opponent. No point in playing on. They got us. And yes, I know I could make this into a creature and block and go to... well, this will put me to 3, then I go to 2. I could maybe find something, but, like, I'm not even sure what we would do there to stay in the game, unfortunately. That's the problem. Especially with them having 5 cards they haven't had to play for turns. Like, even if there was an out, I am totally fine with the opponent having that win. Yeah, this deck's pretty wild. It does have potential to get that, 4-turn win, which is kind of cool. Not something I was planning on when we put it together, but it has a couple of different ways to make that happen. The toughest thing I would say about this deck is that you have to play very patiently. Now, against mono red, like I said, we do have the Spinewoods Armadillo. That gains us some life. We do have some sweepers to buy us some time with the Brotherhoods in and the Burn Down the House. So those help out immensely in those matchups. And then, of course, if we can just get to Titan and gain 5 with a couple of blockers, one having reach, that pretty much ends things. And the other thing, too, is we do have a lot of creatures with reach when you're worried about the slick shot. I mean, we do have Terror, Railway Brawler, Spinewoods Armadillo, which is fairly reasonable to cast at 6, and then Titan that's a little bit tougher at 7. But between all that with Smuggler Surprise, we do have ways to get it into play. And we were hitting our mana pretty reasonably. I think we had one game where we really didn't get there. So yeah, overall, if you're wanting to play a different type of Gruul that has a little bit of game against the small creature decks or whatever, here's an option, seriously. But the deck, 4 Smuggler Surprise, 4 Glimpse the Core, 4 Brotherhoods in, 4 Big Score, 3 Burn Down the House, 4 Terror of the Peaks, 2 Railway Brawler, 2 Calamity Galloping Inferno, 3 Temperate Carnosaur, 4 Spinewoods Armadillo, and 2 Titan of Industry. Lands, I'm going to cut a mountain, add a forest, because I think that's more correct. And we'll go 3 mountain, 1 Sekinzan, 1 Beseju, 5 forest, 3 Copperline Gorge, 4 Carplusion Forest, 4 Restless Ridgeline, and 4 Rockfall Vale. And if you're looking for some other stuff that's just fun and goofy to play, we built a deck themed around warriors because, well, as it turns out, our man Railway Brawler is a warrior and fit perfectly in that deck to do some big things. Well, that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.